Next, we're just getting started, guys. Aren't these great so far? Well, Ivonne Connover has always had a passion for storytelling. She earned her master's degree in journalism from a university in Warsaw and worked in public radio and television. In 2022, she moved to New York City, met and married Carrie, a Wichita native. Well, shortly after having her son, Julian, they moved to Kansas to further their professions in 2015. Ivonne obtained a registered nurse degree, and she now enjoys working at a local hospital. Meet Ivonne Connover. Come on up, Ivonne.
Hi, everybody. My full name is Iwona Karolina Sobczak-Conover. I was born and raised in Warsaw, Poland. But now I'm American, so I go by Ivonne Connover because you all want to call me Iwona, and I don't want to. One could say it is a bit of a miracle that I'm standing in front of you. I had pneumonia at 1 month of age, but I beat it against all odds, and then I beat up my mom for leaving me in a hospital for 4 weeks. I do come from a long line of people who are really resilient. My grandmother, my grandfather, my dad, they all survived so many things, like a Spanish flu, the Great Depression, Hitler, Stalin, yada, 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 yada. They just survived so much. So I guess I had no choice but to be strong with genes like that, right? It's like that song by Elton John. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Yeah, I was always an 80s kid, can you tell? I was a little bit extra. I was listening to a lot of songs. I like to dress up. I listened to songs by Whitney Houston, Elton John, George Michael, and I really learned English from them because I would listen to their songs on repeat. You know, it wasn't a great English, but it was a start. After they lifted the martial law in 1984 in Poland, we started getting mail from Brooklyn, New York, from my mom's college friend, Anna. I was always the first to open each letter, and I was keeping the stamps for my collection. From her letters and pictures she sent, I realized how different New York, that was the picture before, and this is Warsaw. Still is kind of Warsaw. It's gray, it's brutalist, it's just no fun, so I always wanted to live where it's fun, in the Kodachrome, New York. In high school, I got to watch history happen, literally. In 1989, when Solidarity movement won with the communists and had the first free election and the Soviet bloc broke, like the house of cards, the whole system just went down and the Iron Curtain lifted and ta-da, I went to New York. In 2002, here I am pictured with my dream city. I packed one suitcase and I moved with tourist visa and $700 in my pocket. Well, it was a dream come true, let me tell you. I started working in this bar in Soho, where I met people like Harvey Keitel, I met Chuck Close, I met Robert Frank, the photographer. And among other people, I also met this next guy. You'll see him here in a minute. This guy here, Carrie Conover, who's a Wichita native. He came to my bar with his camera on his neck, and he told me he's from Kansas, and I was like, but you don't have any accent. I thought he was from Kentucky. That's how much I knew about Kansas. I had so much fun American dreaming with my boyfriend in New York that I don't know how, but I broke the law and I became an illegal immigrant. I simply stayed my visa over. I got tired of going back and forth every 6 months to extend it. And the only solution was getting married. So it took me another 2 years to ask Carrie to marry me. But then he did, and look at us. We were the luckiest people in the world. Until 2 months later, when I found out that my mom died in Poland. And I couldn't go to her funeral because I didn't have a green card. If I went to Poland, I might have not been able to go back to New York. That was hard. I was really sad. I looked myself up. But then life is for the living, and a few years later, I had a son. This is Julian. We moved with him to Kansas, to Wichita in 2010. And I mean, he's amazing. I went to school. I couldn't find a job as a bartender in Kansas. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's my accent. I don't know. But I went to school, and I survived the pandemic as a nurse. We all did, which, you know, like a pro, yay. So I do have great support, not only Lexapro and therapy, but also my great in-laws and my husband and my beautiful son, who's going to go to East High School next year. So life is really good in Kansas, I would say. Now back to my name, Ivona. It's from Germanic, Ivo, and it means you, and it's a tree/shrub that's pretty ugly, but very flexible and very, very strong. They used to make bows out of it, and that's my name. That's what it means. You know what else you make out of trees is paper, and then out of paper you make books. So I've been writing my memoir, and I'm hoping to publish it maybe in the next, 10 years or so. I hope. And I think, I don't know, you tell me. I think I might have a title. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.